Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be planning the month of December in my classic happy planner. This is the last time I will be using this monthly in this form, in this planner. In 2021, I have an actual happy planner that's separate from my reading planner, and this is going to go back to being a reading tracker like this. But for now, this is what I've got. It's super weird. Whoa. This tab is green on this side, but purple on that side. Anyway, so I've got this going on, and I'm going to take it off of the discs. So that's the monthly, and I'm also going to do the currently page thingy. Where is it? It's going to be here. Yeah. And I'm going to try to make this a talk through video. I don't think I've ever tried to do a monthly as a talk through. I'm going to try. I pre-planned here. So I've got December laid out, just kind of sketched out in this A5 plum paper. Things that I'm pulling from are this sticker book. This is a new sticker book to me. I have not used it at all because I've been waiting for Thanksgiving to pass, but since it is it's December that I'm planning the monthly for, so I am going to bring this in, which is good because most Christmas colors are going to match this purple border. This is the newer Merry and Bright sticker book from the Happy Planner. You will be seeing a ton of this when Thanksgiving passes and throughout the months of December and January, because I will use it just all the time. It's what I do. I've done it with the fall book. I'm gonna do it with this one. Yep. I just like to maximize the use of the books, you know? But I'm still flipping through this because I haven't used it before, so I don't know what's in here really. I don't remember. But I am glad to see that all of the colors really are going to match this purple. I also have this All in a Season mega sticker book, which has a few different things. It's got holidays in the back, so there's Christmas. I'm particularly interested in these script stickers for this spread because there are a lot of holidays that I do observe in December, like New Year's Eve, Christmas. I don't do that many holidays. When I say a lot, it's just out of almost 0. It's a lot. And then beyond those, there are also these Christmassy ones. And then these winter themed stickers that are very similar to some in that book. So a lot of things to choose from, and I don't know what I'm going to do. So we'll see. Basically, I think that one of the things I like about having pre-planned is that I know where like all of the things that I got to do are and where free spaces that can have more decoration. That's been super useful information to have. I'm going to start by getting in my YouTube videos. And this changes a lot from, well, it's the Monday videos mostly get up. The Friday videos tend to change a lot, but that's okay. And if it gets moved. All right, so this is a plan with me. And then my Friday videos, we've got a flip through. We've got the unboxing. The wrap and TBR. Which is going to need a couple of lines. And then the January plan with me. There was a time in the summer I thought I could do Vlogmas, which is like that video every day in December or up until Christmas, depending on how you do it. There is absolutely no way that's happening. So now once I've got that in, I'm going to cross things off here so that I know I've written them in. Okay. Next, I want to make sure that I get all of my bills put in properly. So I have to decide how I want to denote bills. Yes. These little flags, they're very cute. Yeah. And I have a lot of them, so I can do that. So we've got 2 on the first. So on the first of the month, that is when rent is due. And my Fairy Loot renews. And then on the 7th, I have 2 more. And most of these things get paid before they're due, unless they're an automatic withdrawal. But I like to mark them so that I know, just in case, if I somehow have forgotten to pay them before, that they get paid by the due date. So on the 7th, I pay towards my credit card and my student loans. Then on the 8th, I pay car insurance. And we have to renew our policy sometime, which I've never done before. So gonna figure out what that means. I don't know if it just happens, if I have to put more information. I don't know. But that's the last payment for our first 6 months of coverage. And then the 14th, I've got a payment. During Amazon Prime Day, there was like the Vitamix blenders. There was a style that was like $150 off, and it's something that we've been wanting to get, and it probably wasn't going to be more on sale than it was then, so we got it and are paying it off in installments over, I think it's like 5 months. So that's an auto withdrawal. And then the 17th is Simply Gilded, which I'm still uncertain of if I want to keep. Basically, I like getting washi like to build my collection and having different things to choose from, but I get overwhelmed when I go to a store to like try to pick washi. I just want it to be sent to me. But with Simply Gilded, I feel like the washi styles are very similar, and she does a lot of pinks, and I love pink. Pink is like my favorite color, but I have too many pink and like blush tone washis, and I don't need like the same pink in every possible pattern that she offers and in every size. And so I don't know, I'm not sure. I love the pens. This is a Simply Gilded pen, but the refills are expensive. Or at least they feel expensive. Like the refills are $2. That means that every time I refill this pen, it's like buying a new pen for $2 a pen. And that's kind of a steep price for a pen. I don't know how much I pay for pens, but it's not that much. It's like $1. So it's a lot. And the pen itself is really nice, but the refills. And I find that I feel like I go through them a lot. Like if I try to use one of these pens at work, it lasts me like 2 weeks. So I've started to only use these as like planning pens, and then I use cheap pens at work, which kind of works out. My work pens don't have to be super nice, but still. What else? 2 bills on the 23rd. I've definitely committed by now to gold as a color palette, which is interesting. I thought that I might go silver if I was going to do this, but Happy Planner does a lot of gold. So, whatever. Gold is one of my favorite metals. It's probably my favorite one. So, Verizon and the internet. Then Spotify on the 24th. On the 28th, electricity. And I usually pay the electricity before and it's not due until after. But it's about the 28th that by then I've gotten the bill. And that's likely when I'm going to have the time to sit and log in and pay it. Our last electricity bill for the month of October, oh my god, it was so low. I was so proud because it's gotten cooler, but not so cold that we've had to put on the heater, which means we're using the air conditioners less often. So nice. And my boyfriend thinks that even when it gets cold, we can just wear more clothes and like we don't have to spend money on electricity. Like we wouldn't have to even put on the air conditioner at all or the heater. And I'm like, no, you freeze, because the like, yeah, I can put on sweaters and blankets and stuff, but there gets to be a point where it's like cumbersome, you know? Like I hate wearing layers for extended periods of time. So I'm gonna turn on the heater, but still a couple of months where it's like extra low. It's nice. Okay, so that's like some of the most important things are down, right? All other things are holidays that I'm sure to remember or events for school that are in the Google Calendar. And so the most important stuff is down. Now I have to decide about like long-term stuff, right? I have 2 weeks off for Christmas break. Then I have a week of lunch duty. And I feel like I need to put in some kind of washi to market. Let me look at my monthly box stickers and see if there are any that are calling to me that I can kind of work off of. See, like these would be good if I had lots of things on a day, but I don't. I don't have school for 2 weeks, so I don't have as much going on. I like these. I might use those. Some of these. None of those. These aren't useful. Are there not monthly boxes? I'm sure there are. Where are they? Well, I'll probably use this sticker just for fun. I'll hold that. I really want to save these. Here we go. Are these monthly boxes? But I don't like them. Okay, I really... I'm looking for like monthly squares that are just decorative or mostly decorative, but there aren't any in here. What about in here? No. Okay. Going back to this book. Okay, so this says good tidings. That seems like a fun thing to add. Let's add it up here. Oh, right, we got that. I want to mark Christmas, but I want to mark it like in a cool way. But there are so many nice functional boxes in here that I want to save them for like when I use this sticker book for a weekly spread. Okay, there's that. And I want to pull in like New Year's something. I'll use this one. Those are like the two holidays. And then I can pull in these scripts. So there's New Year's Eve. Why is it so big? This is bigger than the space I left for it. Christmas Day. It'll fit, it'll fit. So Christmas Day gets marked with that. New Year's Eve here. I like this one. 'Tis the season to sparkle. And nothing's likely to come up on like a Wednesday. So I'll add that. Actually, I want to mark this with a fancy box. Because there are a few things happening here, but I'm actually only going to mark one of them. The other two, so there's a late start and a department meeting on Thursday, but like I'll see that when I reference my Google Calendar when I plan this week out. I want to take up this space to mark that this is our 4th anniversary. which is pretty nifty. So I've marked that. There's a birthday on the 3rd. I want to try this. I've seen, I think it's Heather Kell from Kell of a Plan, like cut larger stickers in half when using them as bullet points so they take up less space. I'm gonna try it. I think my hair is getting in the way. I'm sorry if that's a true thing. So I'm gonna mark a birthday. Then on the 17th, there's a faculty meeting. Then on the 11th, there's a couple of things going down. So on the 11th, there are 2 things happening, and I think I will mark them separately. So the first one is that there is it's the last Advocating for Students of Color workshop. So that's at 3 p.m. And that's at like the mathematical community level. And then I say that because I feel like you might have heard this several times, but if you don't follow my channel regularly, then I guess you don't know that I've been attending or trying to attend a series of webinars that talk about advocating for students of color at different levels of education. So it started for advocating for them in your classroom, advocating for them in your department, advocating for them at your institution, and then advocating for them in the community as a whole. And it's geared towards university level people, so research professors and things like that. But I don't know, I feel like I can get something from it, so I put that in. Technically, there's a faculty holiday party scheduled. I don't know that it's going to happen or what it will happen like, but I'm going to mark it because it's still on the calendar, so we'll see what happens. I like using half snowflakes for this. This is coming out nicely. I'm sorry if you can hear the blender. It is what it is. So on the 8th, there's currently scheduled an upper school strings and choir concert. I also don't know what form that will take, but I'm gonna mark it. I technically have an appointment on the 23rd, but I want to cancel it, so I don't know if it's gonna happen. I'm gonna mark it because if I don't mark it, I'll forget to cancel it, and then, yeah. Okay. I need to mark that. Okay, so for the holidays, right? There's like a pandemic going on, and I am probably not going to travel home to Dallas, but because my family is like fairly chill with like the idea that it's probably not worth it to gather. But my boyfriend's family is really set on, no, we've got to gather. And so they are definitely meeting for the holidays, and they will be upset if my boyfriend is not there. And he wants to go because they do a thing where every other year his siblings like alternate whether they go to their spouse's family for the holidays or their family for the holidays. And so he hasn't spent Christmas with some of his siblings in 2 years. We don't do that. I just go to my family for Christmas every year. And then I go and usually spend New Year's with him because Christmas is like, in my head, the more important holiday. So that's what's going on. And that means that it's probably, and like he could go, right? Like I'm not going to stop him from going, but he doesn't want to go without me. And I don't want to stay home by myself. So I will probably end up there for Christmas, which means that I need to decide how to mark things, because I also need to mark that there's the length of time that I'm off for school, the length of time that we might be at his parents' house, some things going on these weeks. There's a lot going on, you know? That's the moral of this story, is that there's a lot happening. But I'm gonna put this card here because I think it's cute. There's nothing happening on Sunday. And I need to mark, okay, I'm gonna start here. The week of the 7th through the 11th, I have lunch duty, which means that I have to be the one that walks around and reminds students about social distancing and making sure that they are doing it properly when we're at lunch, because they can eat lunch in multiple places, and so they aren't necessarily in a classroom being supervised all the time, which means that someone has to walk around and keep up with them because they start to drift closer. And yeah, so this week it's my turn, and I think that to mark it, so coming back to this sheet, I pulled a few. I'm going to pull a few more. So if we get this one, cut this in half, then that means that here I can mark that I've got lunch duty, and it's for the first half hour of the hour lunch break. So 11:50 lunch duty all week. And then I will just remember that it keeps going, because otherwise like this is all getting kind of crowded here. So I was going to mark it with like washi tape or something, but I won't. Then this is the last week of fall rotation. So the fall semester is coming to an end. That's super wild, but it is happening. So I want to mark that. And that I'm going to mark with a little box. That gets layered with a snowflake last week. last week of fall rotation, but then I want to make the extra little note somewhere, probably here, that grades aren't due until January the 4th. Hopefully I get that done before. I don't want to be grading over my Christmas break, but I want to mark it. Stay. So this is the last day of classes. I will mark starting here, even though like technically this would be considered like part of the weekend. It's the weekend that starts Christmas break, so I'm marking it as such. And then when I get back from Christmas break, it's really interesting. My school does this thing where they operate on like 5 grading periods, really, kind of like 5 semesters. And there are these periods called intensives that are 3-week-long grading periods. The students only take 1 course, and I love this. It's one of the reasons that I wanted to work here. And it just gives them the opportunity to dive really deep into something for 3 weeks. That's not a regular core subject, you know, like they don't offer algebra or something during that time. It's just for these other types of things. And that's really cool. So we started the year with 3 weeks of that. Then we've started doing fall rotation, which is like a regular school semester. They have 5 classes that they take, and they're regular core subjects, you know, like I teach geometry and physics and that kind of stuff. Then after the break, there are 3 weeks of winter intensive. And then after those 3 weeks, they start the regular spring semester. And then after that, there's 3 weeks of spring intensive. And so faculty teach during regular rotations, and then 2 rotations, they teach during regular semester rotations and then 2 intensives. So I started the year teaching an intensive, and then I'm scheduled to teach one in the spring. But these 3 weeks that I'm not teaching an intensive, it's considered a planning intensive. So I use those 3 weeks to prepare for either the next intensive and or the next semester. So that's pretty interesting. I'm not teaching as soon as I get back. I am working, like I'm expected to be working and doing stuff and be in the building and whatnot, but I am not teaching like regular classes. I want to use this box. And a few decorative pieces. So really I need to bring in more of this like red and the blush colors. I want to bring in more of those darker colors. I'm gonna go back to those trucks because they're cute. And there's one facing the other way, so I'm gonna put that one over here for some contrast. And I think that, oh no, I remember what I needed to mark down. Even if I do or decide not to travel or don't know when or where, I did want to mark that this week here, the very, very last week of the year, there's a readathon. And I have not participated in a readathon in a long time. I haven't read very much. And then even when I have, I just I got a little tired of them after around the summer. maybe midsummer. And so I was just taking a break. But Creating & Co. is having a readathon the very last week of the year, and I want to participate in it. I bought some stickers in the theme. I'm going to plan this week in that theme. You're going to see it. It's going to be cute. And I'm excited for it. So I want to make sure that it gets marked in. I want to use one of these. This one. And I will just set it here. And I want to add like an accent. This is an interesting book. There are a lot of decorative like full box things, and it feels like there are a lot of functional stickers, which honestly is nice. It's going to be nice when I'm planning for a week, like in my weekly view, but it's a little odd when I'm trying to plan for my monthly, because I feel like I'd like there to be just a few more smaller decorative pieces, and there kind of aren't. They're like really big decorative pieces, but that's all right. I think it's called the New Year, New Books Readathon. So I will be preparing for that. I might do some kind of like a video for prepping my book planner pages for that, and that goes off into the beginning of the next week, but that just marks the start. And now I can kind of wrap some stuff up. So I do want to add one of these shopping list stickers, and I don't know if I want to do one of these or one of these, but I want to put it to mark the gifts that we're going to buy. My boyfriend and I really only buy gifts for our immediate family, so there are 3 people in my immediate family, and then there are 5 in his. So I think we're dealing with like 7 people, and these lists might just barely be long enough to mark like who it is and then what we got them. I just have to decide what color I want to pull in. Do I want to pull in more of the red, but it's red heavy over here? Do you want to pull in the blue? I've got way too much light blue. Do I want to pull in more of the pink? Yes I do. So I'm going to put this over in the sidebar. So let me think. My mom, my dad, my sister, his mom, his dad, his sister, his brother. That list isn't long enough, but that's okay because I can add things in the middle. I don't think I want to add a second list. I'll add like a little tiny list, like a bonus list at the bottom for things that don't fit. There's that, and then I want to add something there. I'll add a Santa Claus because this is for gift lists. So I will do this one. This is a cute Santa Claus. There we go. So that's my sidebar for December, tracking gifts and buying. Now I need to decide I think everything has been written in that needs to get written in. So I'm done with my plum paper, closing that. All I need to do is decide final decoration for this page. Do I want to add anything that I haven't already or not? I want to add a little bit of holly. And I think that the red foil will be an interesting contrast. Like that, and then I want to find, I know I have some more snowflakes, but like a different type. And so that's there. There's that. And then I don't know if I want to put things here. I kind of like the idea of adding a couple of the ice skater people. So there's one ice skater person. This is another ice skater person. This is a dog with a scarf. I can put him over there. I really like this spread. I feel like when I started, I had no idea what I wanted to do or what I was doing. Too many options, didn't know what was going on. But I really like it. So this is this. I'm going to put that off to the side, and then my currently page, which is not going to be nearly as hard because I will do the same things. I just need to make sure that I have my stickers. Again, these, I have 2 more of these, so I think I'm just going to use them and then print out more with the updated header here, and I'll keep editing that. So I have that. I want to figure out where I want to place it, so I always place it over here. Where is my paper cutter? My workspace is currently a mess. Oh my god, I can see this now. So these scraps, they're scraps of scrapbook paper because I was making a book type of thing for printouts of a Kickstarter page, because for my boyfriend's birthday, I got him 1 second, I have to think. I need to trim this a little. I got him the 10th anniversary leather bound edition of The Way of Kings because we always talk about like how cool it would be to someday own like really nice editions of our favorite books, but obviously those really nice editions are really expensive, so it's not like we haven't actually gotten any, but The Way of Kings 10th anniversary is happening, and The Way of Kings is super like important. It's one of my boyfriend's favorite books, and so I knew that this book would be one that would be really, really, really extra cool to have. However, it was never going to be cheaper than it was during the Kickstarter campaign. Like afterwards, I think that once they get printed, there are going to be a few like up for general sale, but they're going to be incredibly expensive. And like the Kickstarter campaign wasn't cheap, but it was not going to be like the extra $100, $200. It's going to be after the Kickstarter campaign. You know what I mean? So there's that, and then it wasn't going to be, and so then even after that, like if I tried to buy it off someone, the prices would only be inflated. So like if this was going to be a book that we really wanted and I knew he'd really like it, the Kickstarter campaign was the time to get it, or we'd probably never be able to afford it. So I got it for his birthday, and it is so cool, and I'm super excited. I did not get into the, because like it's for his birthday and it's his book, but I'm also excited about it because it's really cool. And I didn't get into the Kickstarter in time to do the 2020 release, because they had a 2020 a set of books printing and hopefully getting shipped out around 2020, and then they did a second like series that wouldn't be ready until 2021, and that's when I got in. But it is very, very cool. I'm excited, and I was really glad that I got to do that, because it's gonna be super exciting. And I can talk about it now because his birthday was this past week, so I told him about it since it was going to take so long to actually get everything in. So yeah, that's been fun. Okay. So I gotta decide what I want to do here. I have my video stuff, and the first one going up would be on the 4th. That is going to be the November flip through. And in the last month, I tried separating between my Monday and my Friday videos, because my Monday videos are super consistent, but the Fridays might change. But I think this month I'm just going to go chronological order as they are planned. So the 4th, the 7th is a plan with me. The 11th would be an unboxing. These charts have absolutely changed my YouTube productivity. It might not be obvious because I'm dropping several videos and things are like moving around a lot, if you notice, but like, no, it's insane. I probably wouldn't even still be posting. I would have probably not posted for like 2 months if I didn't have this little tracker thingy. The 18th would be the wrap up. Then the 21st would be a plan with me. No, messed up. The 25th would be a monthly plan. Blah, blah, blah. What was that? A monthly plan with me. The 28th would be a weekly plan with me. And that would be everything for the month of December. And then I usually like mark off a section so that I can add extra ideas that I have, like the Rhythm of War vlog, or I don't know what else. It's usually all that goes there though, or extra things that are in progress. Okay, so I want to just draw a line here. Okay, so then here I'm still keeping track of books read in December. Here. And then I want to add bit decoration. Some sort. Oh, there we go. There's that, and then I keep track of vlogs in these sections, but am I really gonna have a vlog going in December? I might. I'll leave that there, but I'll add like this ornament and oh, wait, I think I have an idea. And I think it's in this other book. Candy cane. Pencil. And then I can trim. And the last time I did something like this, it was a lot easier for me to use an X-Acto knife to like trim out the holes than try to punch them again. I don't know how I'm feeling about my punch. It's a little sketchy, so it's not the best. That's good. All right, so now all of this has to go back into my planner. I really like how all of this came together. I was skeptical. But also this color scheme for December is really throwing me. I mean, these are like the same purples, but this is definitely blue. And this is green. Maybe you don't find that as disturbing as I do, but I don't like it. Right now, my 2021 planner lineup is scheduled for release in... It's scheduled for release in January. If you would prefer that I try to get it out in December instead, like if you're still looking for inspiration or anything like that, or ideas, recommendations, that kind of thing, leave a comment down below because I can put it up in December. I just hadn't planned on it because of the videos I already have going. But December, I have a lot of vacation time going on, so it would be possible for me to squeeze in another video if that timing would work better. And then I can do that. I said I wasn't gonna punch this right now, but I kind of want to get it in so that you can see what everything looks like. So it made my holes weird. but I'm hoping that it'll just fit anyway. And there's some wiggle room there, but it'll be okay. Ooh, I don't like it, but it's gonna be okay. That's why I don't... It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. I don't know why they're so off, because it makes the page more wiggly, but that's fine. So this is my currently page where I've got my YouTube videos, a book tracker, and then notes for like ongoing videos. And then this is my December monthly spread with all the important good things going on in there. So this is my spread. I like the way it came out. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.